Hello, my lovelies. Happy Friday, friends. Welcome in to What About This, an extension of the Eighth and Grace podcast, where we are going to chat just enough to get us through lunch. Not an entire meal, but a bite sized snack, if you will. Think about this as a bestie convo to keep us going through the rest of our day. Are y'all ready? Let's go. Hey, welcome back to What About This? This is our corner of Eighth and Grace where it's unfiltered, unedited. The lattes are coming in hot this morning. The conversations are holy in the messy middle of life and faith. And this is the tea that didn't make it to Tuesday's episode. So here we are. It's just me and you, baby. Okay. I don't know if you identify with tired. It may just be me. But y'all, this morning has been an ice roller straight to the face kind of morning. May is almost over, and she has definitely entered the chat. She's been loud, busy, and a little bit breathless for me. I don't know about you, but around here it's been giving December vibes. But there's no glitter, but there is a lot of graduation cake, and that's been fun. And thank you, Jesus. Now, a long weekend, she's also entering the chat. And sometimes a little hibachi and beach time is the most sacred kind of ministry for your gal. Let's talk about it. On tap for us starting today, are y'all ready for this? High school graduation, a hibachi party, seminary reading, beauty secrets, and the sacred ministry of logging off. Because around here, sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is step away, show up for your people, and remember what really matters. So pull up a chair, especially that's just your lunchtime. This is going to be a little bite sized snack. Grab your favorite drink. You already know mine, lavender anything, hot or iced. Why did I just want to say ice, ice, baby? Too cold. Okay, anyway, because we're talking about graduation, Memorial Day, seminary readings, and what it means to live fully in the now with joy, with beauty, and without apology. Let's go. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I'm saying this. My last born baby is graduating. Let that sink in for a minute. My last born baby is graduating. My last baby, my Aiden, is graduating high school. Y'all, he is my last born. Like, have I said that yet? The one who once wore mismatched socks, like they had to be mismatched. And he couldn't sit still during bedtime prayers. It was the cutest little thing. And y'all, he had to wear boots and capes with every outfit. Not just any boot, like the cutest little green rubber rain boots, and they were little frogs and capes. And sometimes he even had to wear a mask, and he stole my heart. And he's walking across the stage this weekend. But even though I'm like a tear filled emotional mess, something about it's undoing me in all the best ways, too. I've got a heart full of seminary, a lot of reading. Like it's been a lot of reading since our 2 day break. We had a 2 day summer break. I've got a head full of to-do list, but yet somehow, y'all, this weekend, I'm claiming it to be family time and holy ground because celebration is spiritual. And we're pausing to honor the moment to let yourself cry in the middle of a Japanese steakhouse. I may just have a moment. It may just be a whole vibe to just let myself cry right in the middle of some rice because your baby grew up. And that's sacred too. And it's all happening during Memorial Day weekend, which isn't lost on me. Y'all, this weekend carries a lot of weight, and I want us to honor it in the best way. It's not just about our beaches and barbecues, although that is going to be great, fun times. It's not just about hanging out with our family and our friends at the pool. It's about remembering, and it's about giving thanks for the lives that have been laid down and for the freedoms we're often too busy to pause and honor. So before I log off and run to grab my sunscreen and nugget ice, let me remind you too, you're allowed to take a break. You're allowed to rest without guilt this weekend. God doesn't need your hustle. He wants your heart. And sometimes the most prophetic thing you can do is go to the beach with your people, eat watermelon until the juice is running down your fingers. down your forearms, up into your elbows, and your fingers are sticky. And just give thanks for every chapter that led you here. But now, if you're curious about what's helping me survive and thrive in this southern heat wave, I got you, boo. Gonna do a little fun list. For me, it's watermelon and homemade juice pops. They're literally joy on a stick. You've got to try them. Nugget ice and everything. I'm telling y'all, I am convinced it's heaven's ice cube. It has to be. If Chick-fil-A is heaven's chicken, nugget ice is heaven's ice cube. That's just coming from me. Hot lavender lattes in the morning because I refuse to let summer steal my hot drinks thunder. And iced lavender lemonade or tea in the afternoon. For me, it's lavender anything. And a little bit of sunscreen that doubles as glow. Need a little bit of glow serum in my life. And some blush that makes you look like you just fell in love. Aw, isn't that sweet? I'm just thinking about weddings. I think that's what made me say that. And that song's going through my mind. Go into the chapel and we're... Okay. I don't know why, once I have this microphone in my hand, I just want to start singing, but I love y'all and y'all are here for it. My current faves, Summer Fridays lip balm, vanilla beige, always. Drunk Elephant bronzing drops, and something about my oversized sunglasses that have been saying I got places to be, even if your gals just walk into the mailbox. Put a pair on, look in the mirror, see if it doesn't make you like want to make a kissy face or something. Maybe that's just me. You're also going to get a little bonus segment today, the Ministry of Enough. Are y'all ready for this? This is going to be cool. Before we close on our sacred space, can I whisper something to the woman who's still listening? And although we are tired, this may be just the Tired Girl Club. I say it's the Gracefield Club, but right now it's the Gals Tired Club. Maybe you're on the edge of tears or the edge of giving up, and that's serious. But can I remind you of something tender and true? You're not failing just because you're feeling. Did you hear that? You are okay because you're feeling. We are designed and meant to feel. Tears don't mean you're falling apart. They mean you're still tender, and that's holy ground. You're still open to God, and that, my friend, is sacred. You've been through a lot, and you've been carrying some heavy things. Your plates have been heavy, but you're still open to hear, to receive, and to love God. Think about that. That's a big deal, and that's holy, and that's sacred. This season you're in, this season may not look fruitful by the world's standards, but I want you to know heaven sees your obedience. And your small, quiet yes, it's not invisible, it's immortal. And it might not look productive on paper. I'm going to tell you, wad that paper up and throw it in the trash, or make those cute little folds and make some origami, or make you a little airplane and fly it around the room, because heaven doesn't measure your harvest the way we do. The most fruitful thing you can do right now, say this with me: I am done performing. I am ready to just be. Did that feel good? I'm going to say it again. I'm done performing and I'm ready to just be, because God is not moved by your pace. He is moved by your presence. You're here. He is moved by your presence. And he never asks you to be impressive. He asks you to come close. So if all you did today was show up, soul shaky, sunburned, or second guessing, you still showed up. You're still becoming, and that's ministry too. So here on this Friday, before we go into an extended weekend, here's a gentle invitation. I want you to try this. We've got a new list here on the What About This. It's called the Enough List. Instead of a to-do list this weekend, I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to write Enough List. Now, what you need to do is do this. Are you ready? It's not what you've done this week, and it's not what you need to do, but what already made this week sacred. So just write down the holy, ordinary things. At the top of your paper, I want you to write, here's what made this week sacred. So you've already written enough list, and right under that, you're going to write, here's what made this week sacred. You may be on your lunch break right now, so you have time. I want you to write that down. If you're in your car, I don't want you to start writing while you're driving, but I want you to remember this. I want you to come back to this, and I want you to write it down. I want you to write the list of ordinary holy things that you've done this week. And here's kind of what mine looks like. I prayed while unloading groceries. I've laughed until I cried. I let myself rest, and I didn't quit. I have whispered a prayer while making dinner. I let myself rest without guilt. I showed up even when no one clapped, even though I'm clapping for you right now. And I whispered Jesus' name, and I meant it. Because sometimes the most spiritual, the most spiritual thing you can do is say, I'm not performing, I'm just being, and that's enough. You're not behind, you're beloved, and you're becoming. And even when you're too tired to try, you're still too faithful to quit, and that counts. Because sometimes the list of what we think we're doing is blinding us to the quiet ways we're faithfully becoming. And sis, you're doing better than you think. This weekend, I'm logging off because my family deserves my full presence. I'm truly working so hard on intentionality and being present and stewarding the ones that God has given me to love to show up for them and be there and not just nodding my head and thinking about the things that I have to do because I've already written down the sacred things I did in my enough list, right? We've released it. Next week, we're back with Podcast Fire and episodes that I cannot wait to share with you. We're talking about sacred rhythms, spiritual resilience, beauty routines, and more conversation. Listen, I told you your gal's tired. I've been saying that a lot here lately. But it is true. And sometimes my tongue gets a little tongue tied. But we're having conversations, and you won't want to miss them. What I want to know is what's on your enough list this week. I want you to truly tag me or comment one sacred moment you're holding on to. And for my girls that are journalers, here's a bonus reflection question. So, all my girls that are journalers out there, what have I been showing up for with a whisper instead of a roar? And how is God meeting me there? Okay, that's it. That's this Friday episode. That was your quick, down and dirty, what we're doing. It was your lunchtime. It wasn't a full entree. But if this episode made you smile, if it made you pause or pack your beach bag with intention, would you do me a favor? Hit follow on Spotify or subscribe on Apple and leave a quick review or even just drop a few words on your YouTube or Spotify comments. I know I've been asking that, but it's not for me. But so this Grace Soap space can reach the heart that it needs most. Until next time, go eat the fruit, put on your glow serum, put on your little blush, put you on some lip gloss, log off with no guilt, no FOMO here, and celebrate the sacredness of now. I love y'all so big. Until next time, see you Tuesday.